Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. So Western Kentucky's offense takes the field. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hilltoppers will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Wolfpack offense comes out and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off.
Oh, look out! At the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts him in the spin cycle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He's got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Immediately fires to the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Hilltoppers are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man quickly. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete.
And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Wants to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Going with the ground game left. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Gathers. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for them fourth most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This guy's just playing like an All-American his last couple of games out there. Last game he had 2 sacks, just registered his 2nd sack in this game. He has been virtually unblockable.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for a block. It's Garrison. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Gathers. Touchdown Wolfpack. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
Well, you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Finds the tight end. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
He's off to the races. Touchdown, NC State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job of understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside, and it bounced outside. You want to take that thing inside, so the offense needs to operate a little bit better and maybe not run as much counter because the defense got in there pretty quick.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to go in at halftime and potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Garrison. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Catch in the middle, it's Gathers. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll immediately call timeout. Using him out of the slot has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Finds his big tight end. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They'll try the run, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hilltoppers will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the...
And he's running in the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. On the move to his left. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Sweet feet on the move. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. The 30. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
It's caught downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He makes a grab. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the pummeling has started. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air. A first down for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that pass is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the route is on to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
51, Western Kentucky, 3.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's loose. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Comes out throwing on first down. Complete downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Got it in the middle, it's Hicks. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Touchdown, NC State! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The hand to the running back. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And the Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Hauls it in. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Touch pass on the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Now adjusting. Lets it fly. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Garrison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback will audible. They keep attacking through the air. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the punishment has been extended. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
NC State, 65, Western Kentucky.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some...
And the sack all the way back at the 5. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the returner will be dragged down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
This time he's got it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gathers. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They're facing a 3rd down. Using his legs to buy some time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in 3rd down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape. And then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
NC State, 72. Western Kentucky, 3.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He wants to throw quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. It's complete. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They're bringing heat. And they get the sack just like that. 1st down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This is a 3rd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. Man, they can barely see the 1st down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield.